Welcome to another video. A walk on the wild side, and I am here in Blackpool. I am on the promenade here. Look at Blackpool Tower there, all lit up. It's a Friday night in Blackpool, and I'm just on the north side of the Metropole Hotel. So just behind me, in the town centre there, it's absolutely banging tonight, yeah? In the club. I better get off the tram tracks because there's a tram coming, look. The tram. I'm going to get dinged in a minute, so I'll just step off the tracks. But yeah, it's a pretty busy night in Blackpool. Friday night. We've had a nice day today, some nice weather. I think we might have some storms on the way though, yeah, they've forecast for thunderstorms, so I might have to go on a bit of a storm chase. There goes the tram. So what I thought I'd do in this video is I'd take a little walk along the promenade. I'm going to go around the other side. I'll tell you what, the noise of them trams, aren't they? I'll take a walk around the Metropole. Someone said, why don't you go around the Metropole at night? You know, I said I've done a video on the Metropole. Someone said, why don't you walk around at night and see what it's like at night? So, let's do that then, shall we? So I'm back on the tram tracks again. And I'm just going to make my way up here a bit. We'll have a little look at Queen Square. It's absolutely mad up there at the moment. I went past there before and it's pretty noisy. You see this place, this building here, that's the old Princess Theatre. This here, it's a grand building, but it's decayed quite a lot. I mean, there is a club in there. There's Woody's, world famous Woody's. And before that it was Club Sanook. And if you go back even further, it was Main Street. Anyone remember Main Street? In there, we used to go to Main Street all the time. And they also had the business nightclub as well. There was one round the back as well, which was for older people. I can't remember what it was. It called Time or something? Time. I don't know, but that was the nightclub that we used to go to all the time. The Main Street on the ground floor, it was brilliant because it was just like a street, like a town centre street, yeah, with all the shops and everything on either side. But the building itself, it's a nice building, isn't it? But it's obviously it's kind of looks a little bit kind of derelict, doesn't it? But it's still in use, you know. And it's not open tonight, Woody's, but I did see it open the other week, so I don't really know what the deal is with that. There's a lot of empty stuff along here. We've got some shutters up. I better get off the tracks, there's a tram coming again. You can hear the music now as we get closer to, let's just, that's the Bee's Knees just over there. And we've got the Soul Suite on the corner. You can hear the music, listen to that now. Listen to the music. Friday night in Blackpool. And that's the Soul Suite. I'll just move off here because there's a tram coming again. Don't want to get run over, do I? But this is Queen Square. So let's just have a quick look. We'll just have a quick look around here. I'm not going to go into town. Still fairly early. I mean, I'm filming this at, let's just check the time. I think it's about, it's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock in the evening. Here in Blackpool, Queen Square, we've got the Diamond Show Bar and Restaurant. This is new. This is actually quite new, this place, yeah. Check it out, yeah. We're going to head back over here again because sounds like they're having a good time in there. I want to walk around the other side of the Metropole. Let's walk down here, shall we? It's going to get a bit dark down here. I came down here last week as well. If you saw the video I did last week, I came down to have a look at the sky because it looks awesome. Anyway, down here, this is called Princess Parade. Princess Parade, and this was all constructed, all this here was constructed in about 1911, 1912. It was all filled in with hardcore and that. They used a train to bring all the stuff down, but yeah, we're just around the back of the hotel now. What do you reckon? See some people up there, look. Someone said, oh, if you go down there at night, it might be a different story, you know. So I did a bit of a rebuttal video to a Neil Sean video. that he did. He said it was a bit dangerous down here, and I don't think it is really myself. It's actually looking a bit brighter on the screen than it does. I can hardly see a thing there. Let's have a little look back down this way. Look, we're looking down, there's Lower Walk down there, and the North Pier's all nicely lit up, but it's closed at the moment. They close the North Pier at 10 o'clock, so there's quite a bit of light. Just over there we've got the beer monster shelters, but I haven't seen too many beer monsters in them though. But what you do notice though is that you get a lot of cannabis being smoked down this way. And you see this here, we've got like these this structure that goes round, that comes over here. There's a date on it. Well, it's got the date up here. I think it says 1912. There's actually a bunker in here, an old World War II bunker, just in there. There's an old doorway to it. I think they blocked it off a few years ago. But if you look back in the history books, you'll see that there was a murder in there, and the murder was committed by an American serviceman who was stationed here in Blackpool. It happened in there, yeah. And if I find a link to the story, I'll put it in the description. So we're right round the back of the Metropole, just looking back towards the tower there. I don't advise anyone to come down here in the early hours of the morning. You do get some interesting characters around here, quite shady looking characters, yeah. I went ahead. It looks like I've mind you, I just went past that beer monster shelter before and someone came out and I just saw this shadowy figure looking at me. Yeah, that was a bit spooky. So there I was just saying, oh, it's all right down here at the moment, but I turned around and I looked towards that shelter over there, and there was a silhouette of a person looking at me, just staring at me, and I thought, wow, I think I'll move on. Oh my goodness. But I've survived, folks. I've survived. I've made it around. I've made it around the Metropole to the other side. I just want to show you over here. There's a hotel up there. It's called the Art. Is it the Art B&B? That one there. You see that black one? That's called the Art Hotel. It looks quite fancy. I think it's got a load of artwork inside, yeah. Fancy artwork. Might be worth a look if you're coming to Blackpool, if you want to stay somewhere a little bit different. But I'm back here again, where I started. Still alive. We've got another hotel there called North Beach. That one's open, but there's a building here which is quite a big one. It's got a very grand entrance. Well, it's not like a very grand entrance, but it's got a nice doorway to it. But it's empty. It's all boarded up. Look, I wonder what's going on with this place. And it's got a load of like stickers on the windows with like what looks like a bit like a QR code, but a very basic looking QR code, and a little bit of rubbish in the front. Bloody hell, looks like someone's been sleeping there. Is that a duvet or something? But it looks like it was a block of flats, because if you look here, there's like a massive, look at all them doorbells. Oh my god, 24 doorbells. Wow. What do you reckon? Yeah. So it was definitely something at one time, wasn't it? Block of flats or something. Anyway, I'll head out of here, and I'm trying to do something a little bit different this week, I think, for you. I'm going to head up here and I'm going to turn right at Cocker Square, and then we'll head into the Pride Village and we'll have a little look at that, shall we? This is that block of flats on the promenade. But they've got a nice view up there, haven't they? That's quite a prominent building, but the council don't normally allow buildings that tall on the promenade, because they compete with the tower, don't they? And that one there is, what is it, about 10 stories? Yeah. Yeah, so if you know South Shore, New South Promenade, they've got the Coastal Point development. Now, they wanted to build an 11-storey tower at the Coastal Point, you know, near where the mirror ball is, and the council didn't allow it. And I don't see why they didn't allow it. I think they could have built it and they would have sold them, I'm sure they would have done. But the council, and if you look at this one here, this one's 10 stories. And this one's near the tower. Are you okay? Say again.
Nebraska.
I don't know, sorry. See you later. Just trying to give someone directions there. I have no idea what he was talking about. But yeah, I was just talking about this block of flats here, 10 stories, and it's not far from the tower, is it? And yet they disallowed Coastal Point from building an 11-storey. Anyway, let's carry on. Just coming up to Cocker Square now. Cocker Square was named after Dr. Cocker, an ex-mayor of Blackpool, and he owned the land where the tower was built. He used to own a house on the site. So I'll just give you a bit of a look round where I came from. Just here we've got Bowie's Lodge, which is a pet-friendly hotel. If you bring in your dog, or maybe your cat, you might want to check out Bowie's Lodge. But this is Cocker Square here. There used to be swimming baths here in the olden days. That building over there is one of those toilets that you used to have to pay. You know, one of the early toilets they had to pay for. And it's been disused for years. I think they're a massive waste of money. I think it's just the one toilet. This toilet is closed. You know what they should do? They should turn these into something, shouldn't they? I think. Should turn it into, because it's a waste, isn't it? It could be a little kiosk, couldn't it? Ice cream kiosk or something. What do you reckon? But anyway, this is Cocker Square. I'm going to head straight up here to Dickson Road and we'll check out the Pride Village. There you go, Cocker Square there. Dr. Cocker. Yeah. He owned the house, which was there before Blackpool Tower. Imagine that. Caledonian Tower Hotel. That used to be Liberties. Yeah, that's what it was called before, Liberties, yeah. A lot of people sat outside. It's a really nice night tonight. We've got a little street over here. I just want to quickly show you this street here actually, because it's quite interesting. It's a bit like a little Coronation Street. Look at this here, look. It's amazing that, isn't it? Got these little terraced houses here, look. You wouldn't think it, would you? Very quaint, aren't they? Reminds me a bit of being in Cornwall. You know, down south where they have these really, really small terraced cottages and these dead narrow streets. It does have a dead end at the end, but you can just drive over the curve. I don't think it's a true dead end. So we'll let the taxi driver off for driving over the curve, shall we? I think you are alright to go over there, to be honest. Sounds like they're having a good time there at the Caledonia. They're singing outside. We're just coming up to Dickson Road now, and this is the Pride Village. You know, I had someone make a comment on a previous video and he said, why do you never cover the Pride Village? And I thought, you know what, I don't think they've ever watched my channel, because I have covered this place so many times. That's Lulu's over there, Hotel, Cabaret. I've told the story a few times. An owner back in the olden days, I'm going back a long way now, a good 15 years or more, he wanted to call it the Viagra, the Hotel Viagra, and Blackpool Council didn't let him out. So we've got quite a lot of shops along here as well. Corner shop. We've got a corner shop on almost every corner. It is interesting, this part of Blackpool, yeah, this road. If you hang around down here, you will see some interesting things, some interesting people. Just over here we've got Peekaboos. That's that changed hands, I think. Was it last year it changed hands? Got new owners, but it's a drag themed cabaret bar, a bit like Mark Kelly's, I suppose. Peekaboos, yeah. We have some pretty good singers on in there actually. Just over here we've got the Duke of York, that's all lit up. That's a regular pub. It's a Thwaites establishment. The Duke. They shortened it to the Duke. It was the Duke of York. Sunday lunch, £9.95. Happy hour, £2.40. Well, it's not as cheap as Foxhall, is it? There's that place in Foxhall where they're flogging them for £1.80, isn't it? It's not bad though. Another corner shop here, look. We've got some churches around here as well. I just walked past the church back there. We've got another one here, look. I think, I might be wrong, but this church might be turned into flats. This is Bank Street. Got more hotels up there. It's all lit up neon around here. So we'll carry on. There's a chippy over there, Sam's Chippy. Is that open? It's not open now, but I'm just wondering if it's I think it probably is. It's actually fairly quiet here at the moment. But on a busy night, on a Saturday, it can be pretty busy along here. We've got the Man Bar on the corner. You know, I went past there a few hours ago and it was shut. So I think they must open late sometime, but they are open during the day as well. The Man Bar. They've got the Cock Inn next door, see that there, the Cock Inn. You know, I just saw someone staring at me through a window then and I thought, who's that staring at me? And it's a mannequin. Oh my goodness. Almost had heart failure when I turned around and saw that. Oh, seagulls are scrapping. And here we've got the crown and glory of the Pride Village. It's Funny Girls, the former Odeon Cinema. Yeah, Funny Girls is a great place to go in Blackpool. So many films I've been to watch there when it was the Odeon. Let's have a look, shall we? Nice building. I wonder if that tower up there, you know. Yo! Getting shouted at by someone in the car there. Suzuki, I think it was. Yeah, can you see the tower up there? I wonder what the tower's for. Was it just like somewhere where they could go up and look down on Blackpool? But we'll carry on. A lot of takeaways here. It's getting a bit rowdy now, actually. Best Kebab, Mario's. Pinkies. Oh. Pinkies is not open. This place was open a while back, but it's not open now. Interesting. Smoking goes. It's quite an interesting shop. They've got some interesting stuff in the window. Anyone fancy an Indian headgear? What do you reckon? So I've made it up to the Talbot Gateway and the Holiday Inn just over there. Just up here we've got Mark Kelly's, of course. I won't be going that way. So yeah, that was a little look along the promenade. We started at the Metropole, we went around the back and we finished here on Dickson Road in the Pride Village. Yeah, it's absolutely banging in Mark Kelly's, but I'm going to leave it there now. It's a little bit different for you this week. I took a bit of a different route through the Pride Village, and I also survived my little walk around the Metropole Hotel. So let me know what you think. If you like the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.